Happy Thursday. We bounce back with a 3-0 sweep. Let's talk some more basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and that's right, baby. You heard it, a 3-0 sweep. Bigger smile on my face for this NBA video compared to the MLB video today. And speaking of the MLB video, that is out as well, so go check that out when you get a chance. But it was nice to bounce back with a 3-0 day. I played it safe with 3 half-unit plays, but we'll go over that recap in just a little bit. OUTLIER, as you guys know, I use this every single day. Any graphics you see are from that app. If you guys want to try it out, the link is below. 7-day free trial. I'm telling you, it is a very, very helpful tool if you want to become a long-term profitable sports bettor. So let's get into it now. I got a dad joke. This is kind of a nerdy one. Sorry, apologize. It's a math dad joke. A math dad. Mad joke. I don't know. Parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet. My fault. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday. Again, 3-0 sweep. And then we're going to go over the injury report and back-to-backs. And we got a lot of research info to give you. Defense versus the power forward position like we do every Thursday. And because we didn't do it on Wednesday, I have the G's of threes. And of course, we'll give you our best bets on this smaller slate and then finish it up with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community. Discord link is below as well. It's completely free to join. So let's get into it. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. A beautiful 3-0 day. We start out with the sweaty one. Pistons team total under 108.5. I think with like 5 minutes to go, their live team total is 112.5. I don't believe they scored in the last 3 minutes, maybe 3.5, somewhere around that. It was wild. I thought it was over. OKC locked down and did not let them score another single point. Tim Hardaway went off in the first half. Pistons just shot the ball well and still came up short, luckily. So Mark Williams over 23.5 PRs. Catch this about midway third quarter, a nice easy winner as the Hornets hung around for long enough for him to get this done. And then Derek White over 23.5 PRAs was the added play. He started out slow, did not take a shot in the entire first quarter, but then he got the job done. I think he ended with 25, 26. So if you got the bump, you still cashed it. So again, 3-0 day. I wish I would have went 1 unit each on these, but again, it was an ugly slate, so I played it safe. So there is the under tracker for all under player props, which is the same because we didn't have one. But overall record 293 and 236, up 29.17 units. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk some injuries. All right, we got a small 6-game slate here. Start out with the Magic Wizards. Magic fully healthy. Wizards, exactly what it says. I give up. I'm not going to list every single player. It's in their entire roster. Bucks at 76ers. Giannis is probable. 76ers. Yeah, WTF. I have no idea. Guys, it's just like the Wizards. These teams tanking is just ridiculous. T-Wolves at Nets. Cam Johnson and Zaire Williams are out. D'Lo is probable. Minnesota's looking good. Grizzlies at Heat. Wiggins still out. Dunkin' Donuts is questionable. And the Grizz look like they're fully healthy, at least as of the night before. And then Blazers at Raptors. Scoot is out. I believe it was a concussion. Scotty Barnes, questionable. Jeremy Grant and Anthony Simons, as I'm losing my voice, questionable. And then Warriors at Lakers. LeBron is probable. Kuminga is questionable. That's the game of the night, obviously, in that one. But teams on a back-to-back, Heat and the Wizards. Heat 6-8, ETS on 0 days rest, and Wizards 3-10. So that's what we got for all the injuries and the back-to-backs. And now let's talk the power forwards. All right, we start out with the defenses giving up the most points to the power forward position. We got 3 matchups. 76ers facing Giannis, 28.8 points per game. Sixers giving up 25.9. They are terrible defensively to every position. Obviously, blowout is always a risk against Philly. Wizards facing Paolo Banchero. How about 29.9 points per game? Absolutely dominating lately. Wizards giving up 23.9. So good matchup there with blowout potential, of course. And then the Warriors facing LeBron James, 22.1 points per game. He likes to show out versus Steph. Warriors giving up 23.8. So any green team or player that's in green, it means they're playing today. All these stats are in the last 30 days. Now let's move over to the rebounds today. We got 2 matchups. Sixers facing Giannis yet again, 10.9 rebounds. Sixers giving up 12.7. And the Wizards yet again against Paolo Banchero with 8 rebounds per game in the last 30 days. So let's move over to the assists. And we only got 1 matchup. And look at it. It's the triple crown. Paolo Banchero yet again. Wizards 4.6 given up. He is averaging 4.3 assists per game, with LeBronis and Giannis leading the way. LeBronis and Giannis. I did not mean that. LeBron and Giannis 7.2 and 6.4 assists per game. So That's what we got for any over matchups. Now let's take a look at the toughest power forward matchups. As you can see, the Magic, as they always are, up there. Number one, assists, fewest assists given up to power forwards. T-Wolves and Bucks are playing today. They are in the top three of the fewest rebounds allowed to power forwards. And surprisingly, you got the Nets, second best team allowing, not allowing points, I guess, to the power forward position. And then there's all the rest of the teams playing that are in the top 10 as well. So that's what we got for all the power forwards. Now it's time for the G's of threes. All right, there it is. The hot shooters from downtown. The rules, you got to have at least 40 or more three-point attempts and shoot 40% or better. So all the players in green are the ones playing today just to kind of help you guys out a little bit more. But Jordan Poole up there, if they played less than 8 games, because all these stats are last 8 games, I did mark it there so you guys knew. Like Steph Curry there, you see 25 and 58. But now you know he played 5 games. So 58 in 5 games kind of just helps you guys out in how many they're shooting as well. But Desmond Bane's shooting the ball pretty well. He's not playing today, but Isaiah Cotton Eye Joe, 33 for 62, 53.2%. That did not count Wednesday's game. I don't know exactly how he did, but he has been absolutely lights out. So as you guys can see on the right side, it is the defenses giving up the highest three-point percentage in the last 8 games, just to kind of help you out with some matchups. 76ers, Suns, terrible defensively, giving up wide open looks, and you can see it in the percentage. Sixers giving up 44.5% from deep, but that's page 1. Now let's check out page 2, and there's all the rest of the guys in green that are playing today. Obviously, we got Dorian Finney-Smith for the Lakers, 20 for 41 in 7 games, 48.8%. And then how about Sensabaugh above him? He's not playing today, but 24, 42, 57.1%. That is just flat out silly. But other than that, Quentin Post's been shooting the ball well. Gabe Vincent, 44%. And then we got B-Pods, who let us down a couple days ago, but shooting 45.8% from deep. So that's what we got for page 2. Again, the matchups are on the right. And now page 3. That's right, a lot of shooters. Jared Butler, 17 for 40, and Alec Burks are the only two playing. He's 18 for 40, 45%. But you see Obi Toppin up there, 48.8%, shooting the ball really well, as well as Royce O'Neal for the Suns at 47.5%. So hopefully these help you out with 3-point props, points props, whatever it is. But that's what we got for all the research help. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Miami, Florida, where the Heat hosts the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies minus 4.5. Total is 227.5. And I'm going with that total. Give me the under 227.5, minus 105 on ESPN bet. It's a half unit play here. So we have the opposite two opposite teams right here. In the last 8 games, it's just wild. Pace. Grizzlies playing at the 3rd fastest pace. Heat at the 2nd slowest pace. Defensive rating. Sorry, my voice is going in and out. You're going to have to deal with it in this one. But Grizzlies, 4th worst defensive rating. Heat, 2nd best. That's right. You heard that right. It is incredible how opposite these teams are right now. I'm obviously leaning more towards the Heat side. I think they can muck this game up. That's right. Muck is a word. And slow it down. When the Grizzlies actually face like competent, good defenses, they scored 103 versus Boston, 104 versus OKC, 108 versus the Clippers, and 99 versus the Blazers. So they can be slowed down and forced to score more in the half court, and they do struggle when they do face good defenses. It's when they face teams that are just really high pace and want to play up and down with them. That's when they can really get high totals. But this Heat team, this is a much different Heat team than earlier in the season. They figured it out defensively. They have the Ware-Bam combo in the front court, which has really slowed down how they play as well. And then some more numbers. The Heat are under this total in 7 in the last 10. Grizzlies are over this in 7 in the last 10, but if you look at who they were, a lot of these were overs. It was the Jazz, the Lakers, the Kings, 3 teams really struggling defensively. That's not what the Heat are right now. Obviously, like I said, 2nd best defensive rating. And in fact, Heat in the last 8 games, how about allowing the 6th fewest fast break points, the 9th fewest points in the paint, and the 6th fewest points off turnovers? I mean, all signs point to the Heat slowing this team down, and then the Heat offense obviously is nothing spectacular. I think we see a low-scoring game, so give me the under 227.5 as my first best bet. All right, this one takes us out to Toronto, Canada, where the Raptors host the Portland Trailblazers. Blazers minus 3. Total in this one is 225. My best bet in this game, give me Donovan Klingon. Over 9.5 rebounds, minus 105 on ESPN bet. This can be a half unit play because betting on Klingon can be a bit of a roller coaster. But let's dive into Outlier for this one and check out some more numbers. So we're going to start out here with last 10 games. He's over in 6 of the last 10, averaging 9.2 rebounds per game. If we look a little bit more into it and scroll down and see how many chances he has actually had, he's averaging 17.2 rebound chances per game. So you love to see that. The minutes now, when we look at those, that's kind of the roller coaster here. It's been up and down, but for the most part, he's been playing some pretty good minutes. You see 25 plus minutes there in 8 of the last 10. So it's been good there. So let's go back up to the top. Speaking of minutes, and what you can do on Outlier, of course, is you can change it to 25 plus minutes played, and that's what we're going to do here. So with Klingen, 25 plus minutes played, we're going to go 2024, and there it is. How about over in 12 of 15 games? When he gets the minutes, he gets the rebounds. He's averaging 12.13 rebounds per game. And if we scroll down in these 15 games, you can see he's averaging a huge 22 point. If we go over to the left, actually, we'll go to rebound chances. He's averaging a huge 22.6 rebound chances per game. That's massive, guys. We're just needing 10. And then if we go back up to the top and just click head to head, you will see up here that he's actually had a good game already. It was just a few weeks ago. How about 14 rebound chances? And that was on 22 rebound chances, or 14 rebounds on 22 rebound chances. And then you go over there to the matchup on the right versus centers. You see the Raptors ranked 24th. Now, if we break that down even more, in the last 30 days, the Raptors have given up the second most rebounds to centers. They are just absolutely bleeding rebounds. No Jakob Poeltl means this paint is going to be all Mr. Klingen. That's right. So overall, with the minutes, which I expect him to have yet again, no DeAndre Ayton, no Robert Williams. He's been a rebounding monster. Great matchup versus Toronto. He's already proven he can get a ton of rebounds there. Should be a pretty competitive game. Give me Dietling. I don't know if that's a nickname, but over 9.5 rebounds. That is my second and final best bet so far the night before. But before we get out of here, let's talk a lean. All right, I got one lean before we get out of here, and it's Mr. Brook Lopez over 1.5 threes. You saw it earlier in the G's of threes. 76ers been the worst defensive team defending the three ball. I mean, it's getting near 50% to their opponent from deep. Bona and Yabusele are not guys who are going to want to chase him around the three-point line and play him outside. In fact, centers versus Philly lately, Zach Edey, J Val, that's Jonas Valanciunas, and Mark Williams all hit 3 threes versus Philly. Brook Lopez is one of the best shooters, big man shooters in the game. He's hit 2 threes in both of the last 2 matchups versus Philly. No Dame, obviously more volume now. I think he's going to get some open looks. Just got to knock him down. So I like Brook Lopez over 1.5 threes. It's a lean. I may or may not add it, but just something else I wanted to kind of give you guys. So that's what we got for the Thursday slate. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. The under 227.5 in the Grizzlies Heat game, minus 105 for a half unit, and then Klingen over 9.5 rebounds, minus 105 as well for a half unit. That's what I got for the 2 best bets so far. Again, added plays will be coming. They'll be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. Thank you guys, as always, for all the support, for the likes, comments, everything like that. I appreciate it. But hope you have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.